The fact is that India is currently very successful in conserving these animals, considered rare in the world. This is apparently due to the regulations consistently touted by the government. Residents in and around conservation areas must be able to coexist with lions, tigers, and leopards. Furthermore, residents are strictly prohibited from hunting and killing the country's beloved wild animals. This is clearly stated and regulated in the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. This law provides a comprehensive legal framework for protecting plant and animal species in India. Asiatic lions, Indian leopards, and Indian tigers are all listed under this law, affording them the highest level of protection. These animals cannot be hunted except in very specific and urgent circumstances. For example, if the animal is deemed a direct threat to human life, but even then, strict government approval is required. Violators of these regulations, such as those involving hunting and wildlife trade, face severe penalties, including hefty fines and lengthy prison sentences. Furthermore, cultural factors, such as tigers, lions, and leopards, are considered sacred animals. Tigers are worshipped in parts of India, both as gods and as vehicles of deities. Lions are worshipped as symbols of divine power and strength, associated with Hindu deities such as the goddess Durga and the god Vishnu in his lion form. Leopards, on the other hand, are worshipped as an ancient deity known as Wikoba. Based on these rules and beliefs, people there inevitably regard these wild animals as cute and cuddly wild cats, even though they are extremely dangerous and threaten their lives.
वीडियो अच्छी लगी तो शेयर कीजिए।
Although the Indian government appears indifferent to the safety of its citizens, it still provides compensation for victims of wild animal attacks. This scheme aims to provide immediate financial assistance to the victims, families, and help reduce public sentiment toward wildlife conservation efforts. The exact amount of compensation can vary across regions in India, as policies for managing human-wildlife conflict are implemented in each region. However, generally, there are set amounts for cases of human death, serious injury, and damage to property or livestock. India's central government has increased compensation for deaths due to wild animal attacks from 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, or approximately Rs 19 million.
तो चलिए देखते हैं सोशल मीडिया
This
के
amount is
वायरल
only from the
वीडियो
central
मेरे
government,
साथ।
not including funds from local governments and other sources. Local governments can increase the compensation fund to 24 lakhs, or approximately Rs 458 million. However, it's important to note, guys, that despite this scheme's existence, there are often inconsistencies in the application, assessment, and payment processes across states, resulting in victims not always receiving full compensation, as was the case with a child named Ankit who was killed by a tiger. According to the website www.csmonitor.com, after a leopard or tiger kills or injures someone, the Forest Department typically pays compensation of 4 lakhs, or approximately Rs 75 million, to the victim's family. In Ankit's case, this amount was insufficient to cover his medical expenses. Other residents have also reported similar difficulties in paying for the treatment of injured family members due to the inconsistent compensation figures. Wow, that's sad, guys. Food, food, food. So, So, in conclusion, guys, the cause of the increasing number of tiger, lion, and leopard attacks is the increasing population and the lack of expansion of conservation areas. Not to mention the problem of urbanization and deforestation that has caused these animals to start entering human settlements in search of food. Not to mention the clash of laws and beliefs that make Indians have no choice but to stay in their homeland despite being haunted by the terror of predatory animals that are ready to threaten their lives. So, guys, with such a tense situation, do you still dare to live in India? Type your comments below. Keep watching Bang Mickey's channel if you like information about animals. See you in the next video.
वीडियो अच्छी लगे तो शेयर कीजिए।
Those videos, guys, are only a small fraction of the wild animal attacks in India that have been caught on camera. Data shows that in 2024, there were 137 leopard attacks in India, resulting in 15 deaths. Meanwhile, tiger attacks averaged 56 human deaths per year, and lion attacks resulted in 7 deaths in 2025. From this data, we can conclude how
तो
terrifying the
चलिए
existence of these
देखते
wild
हैं
animals
आज के
is.
वायरल वीडियो।
They can even become life-threatening monsters for their own citizens. So how does this happen? Let's discuss. India is indeed known for its rich biodiversity. However, unfortunately, this is not in line with the protection provided. According to existing data, there are 10 urban areas that have experienced a significant increase in wild animal attacks on humans: Kerala, Odisha, North Pradesh, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Kathar, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat, and Uttar Pradesh. In these areas, we are presented with extraordinary views.
लाइक
Wild
कीजिए।
animals roam freely through the streets, ready to prey on anyone they encounter. Residents frequently see prides of lions hunting at night. Leopards ambush residents, pet dogs, and tigers terrorize villagers. For the local environmental agency, the presence of wild animals in the neighborhood is a sign of successful conservation efforts. This success is marked by a significant increase in the population of lions, leopards, and tigers from year to year. However, the situation is quite different for the residents there.
वीडियो अच्छी लगे तो
They feel
शेयर
uneasy
कीजिए।
and consider the land they live in a hell filled with grim reapers. Such is the experience of a mother named Vipin Chandra Sharma, whose 19-year-old daughter, Nikita Sharma, was killed by a tiger while mowing her family's fields. She has been a victim of Occupational Health and Safety, K3, in the area for the past 6 months. Previously, there had been a warning from the relevant agency ordering residents not to leave their homes
कमेंट
from 9
कीजिए।
p.m. to 9 a.m. Any attacks on humans during these designated times were not the responsibility of the relevant agency and were the residents' own negligence. So, every time residents leave their homes, they must be extra cautious if they encounter these wild animals. So why do residents simply accept their fate and refrain from hunting?